The Night King has defeated the wall and now descends south. Jon Snow stands to defend this fortress. Will he stand, or will the Night King defeat him as well? Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Total War Game of Thrones, aka Seven Kingdoms, and we are back with another online battle. In this one we have a fairly insane engagement. Over 6,500 undead warriors are going to try and overwhelm the defenders. We have an army from the Reach, or aka Hightower, and we also have an army of Northern Houses, aka Manderley, Umber. I think we have some Mormont here. We also have Karstark, Hornwood, and also we have even some men from Umber and some Bolton men who I guess went ahead and bent the knee after the Battle of the Bastards. So it should really be a very exciting battle. Also, guys, if you want to see more Game of Thrones on the channel, you can go ahead and let me know down below in the comments. And if this video does well, then I'll be sure to do, more Game of Thrones online battles in the future, so you guys can check them out. As I think we are only like, what, 4 months away now from the last season of Game of Thrones. So yeah, if you want to start seeing more battles between the undead and also, the men of the west and south, etc., then let me know in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to cast that. So yeah, the defenders are somewhat outnumbered. However, their quality is going to prove. And I don't think the Night King has brought enough men to this battle. However, the numbers can quite easily start just collapsing for the defenders. If 1 or 2 breach points occur, the men get on the walls, or the undead get on the walls, they can quickly assault and break up these pike walls. As well as that, we also have some Hightower infantry on the front lines, and it looks like the undead are doing a pretty goddamn good job at breaking up this pike wall. Considering, they have the numbers, they're advancing forward and killing quite a few of these Hightower pikemen who, again, do look very, very cool. The Seven Kingdoms mod was always amazing. It's such a shame that it's no longer being worked on at all, but it was always such a great mod for its models. The models were always so goddamn high quality. So we're getting some undead as well, overwhelming the walls. Luckily, the undead, I think, only have 2 or 3 units, so they don't have, any range infantry or anything, so you don't really have to protect the wall. And oh my god, there we go. We can actually get one of the destructions of the ladders. God damn. That was actually insane that the ladder went down. That's going to be, disrupting this entire unit. And if they destroy a few of the other towers as well before they can even get on the wall, that is going to be devastating. This one seems like it's quite safe, and we also have a few over here. We also have a couple of the generals out on the left-hand side. We got Robb Stark somehow is still alive. I shall pause to admire the model as well. Yeah, we got Robb Stark right there leading his Northmen. We also have Richard Karstark, who is, I think, one of my, one of my favorite characters. He's pretty goddamn cool. And then we also have, Roose Bolton over here, or is this Ramsay? Yeah, we got Ramsay Bolton as well, with his good men. Yeah, there he is. The goddamn bastard. So cool. Let's see how this goes down. I'm sure they're going to be harassing all of this infantry as they try and overwhelm the defenders. And as I said, it's not really a dumb idea not to defend this. I think we're going to be getting a massive push here. Yeah, the undead are going to be swarming in here, I think, to overwhelm the defenders at the gatehouse, because they already were really, really effective trying to kill these pikemen. If they just bring up all 3 of these units and bust their way through, which I think we're going to see very, very quickly, yeah, it's going to be hard for the defenders to really withstand that assault. Especially as more and more men start coming off the walls and start attacking everywhere else, because as you can see, we do have, some Hightower infantry here ready to receive them as they come down off the walls. But again, once the infantry starts getting pinned into place, it's going to be very, very difficult to deal with that. And here we go, the undead are just slowly colliding through the wall. One of the awesome things, so this was obviously sent into me my Discord as well, which I really appreciate. If you guys are watching this, if you want to go ahead and do more battles next time, make sure you stick siege escalation up to to level 1 or 2, because it makes the battlefield look so much cooler, and it'll make it feel like, winter has definitely come for the Southern Lords. Even the Northmen are classed as Southerners. Yeah, there we go. The general cavalry making its way in. The heavy knights. One of the advantages they obviously have against the undead is that only the Night King and his band of merry men ride upon noble steeds. You can actually see Robb Stark there fighting bravely. We've got the Karstarks turning up as well to aid off. Robb Stark is going to basically just try and withstand this assault. However, the assault is still moving up and going alongside, even Ramsay Bolton also aiding the infantry. But I think that's a pretty nice job there at clearing that out. And the siege towers are also here. So yeah, we're going to start seeing a bunch of undead making their way up. The pikes are quite nicely positioned here. However, the undead are just going to be able to get such a good, you know, advancement right here. I mean, look at that balance of power. I don't think the balance of power is very, you know, correct. But maybe it is. I mean, let's have a look. No, they haven't even got chevrons as well. So yeah, I think the balance of power is a little bit messy. But maybe the numbers really will be valuable. Yeah, you can see even some infantry having to be thrown in here at the gate by House Hightower. The undead just honestly need to just boulder their way through, because at the moment they're just taking arrow fire as well, but I guess they just don't really care. They have the numbers, so it's like, you know, whatever. Definitely see the quality of the Southern Lords of the Reach. More undead being thrown in as well. So yeah, there's two types of undead in this mob. There's kind of like the White Horde right here, which are somewhat fresh undead. And then we have kind of the ones that have been risen from the grave. And they're all, like, I love the way that they're, like, got all, like, a mix of, like, Stark shields and weaponry. Again, same over here as well. You can kind of see mainly Stark infantry because of, and Night's Watchmen. Because they're obviously the ones who would have gone beyond the wall and stuff. You wouldn't really see the Men of Dawn going beyond the wall much. So we actually have some Starks. This is just all infantry. So did they bring no? I don't think they brought any archers to this battle. But it seems like Rob has done a good job. It'd be really cool, actually, if someone wanted to add in, like, wolves and stuff as cavalry for the undead. That'd be kind of cool. It looks like Rob Stark and Ramsay Bolton are going to be retreating back. Oh, Richard Karstark also took a ton of damage in his bodyguard unit. I wonder if he has been slain yet. I'll see if I can picture him out in his Karstark infantry. Yeah, is that him right there? No, it doesn't look like it. I don't know if I can see him. Yeah, so maybe Richard Karstark has gone down. He hasn't been beheaded quite yet. Oh, the undead are making great progress here. They honestly just need to push their way through these pikemen because, you know, it's only a matter of time. Well, we also got some Manderley men being thrown in as well. I think in general, House Manderley is my favourite house in the whole of Game of Thrones. Just solely because that one line of the North remembers, Master Davos, the North remembers. It's just such an awesome line. And it's something you weren't really expecting. Such a good speech in the books. God, the undead are ferociously smashing down. I did not think they'd be that aggressive. Like, normally what happens is the defenders, like the Westeros houses, normally do an extremely great job at taking down the undead, but it seems like they're kind of struggling at the moment. They really, really are. These archers as well are just volleying away. We've got some Mormont archers shooting their arrows. And the problem is, once a breach occurs, that's the worst thing in the world. Like, as soon as one of these gatehouses go down and you just get this entire undead horde marching in, it's going to be very, very bad for the men of Westeros. As they stand together. Again, the pikes are fluttering as well. Only a few of them left. I mean, they've done a great job at holding this wall, but is it going to be enough? A lot of the towers over here have gone down. I imagine Robb Stark has brought his cavalry back into the position. Yeah, they've also bringing back a lot of their infantry as well. We've even got some men of House Bolton throwing up the guardsmen spearmen, which again look great. We even just jump on board with them. They're going to be marching in to hit the undead in the side. Sorry about that fluttering of the light. Yeah, they're going to be engaging against the undead as they rattle against these huge Pavese shields. Just basically trying to stem the bleeding here. But more reinforcements are turning up. We've got a lot of these ancient skeleton wights being thrown in. This gatehouse is also being taken, and that is going to be catastrophic. You're going to see as soon as this gets taken, these towers are going to explode and probably kill everything around here. It's probably going to kill a lot of the undead as well, as they just try and funnel their men through this gatehouse. Oh, this is not good at all. The archers are shooting their way in. Every volley trying to take down as many undead as possible. But these towers are about to go down. Here we go. That's going to kill so many men. There we go. Down it goes. It's such a dumb mechanic in Attila Total War that this destroys the towers. I mean, you can't go down them anymore. Like, at least just take them off of... Like, I just don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. It looks cool, but it's just so dumb. It just makes the sieges really, really weird. More infantry here as well. They're getting peppered. House Mormont has done a great job with their bowmen just to position them here and volley up upon the undead on the walls. Because there's only so many ways they can get in. Again, all of these guys are just simply waiting for their time to charge in the city. As the White Horde again just descends upon these guys. More of the men of House Bolton being committed to the fight here. I still can't believe how crazy that bouncer power bar is, man. It's absolutely mad. It's kind of crazy to think as well that Game of Thrones is coming to an end now. In 4 months' time, we'll get our last season. And as we like, there's been rumors that there's going to be loads of spin-offs and stuff like that. But even still, you know, considering what it's like, you know, 8 years old or maybe even a little bit longer, it started. Think of where you were when Game of Thrones started. That's kind of crazy. So the pikemen soon are going to have to reform up here. Maybe even carve off this and have some of House Hornwood in the center. And commit in. Yeah, they're fighting some Ancient Whites as well. It's always quite silly as well when you look at the Ancient Whites and they're like bleeding. Seems like they're doing a good job here. But oh my god, yeah, there's a big, big breach point here. And look at the undead just scutter across. Wow, they are coming in with full force. These men of Hightower are having to form up now. Get ready to put your pikes down and hold this line. But the undead are going to come with full force and look to break you. Hold, men of Hightower. I love the armor on the Hightower. Like, it just looks so cool. So different as well. I think that's one of the things they nailed in this mod. Is they managed to make like every region of the map look really unique. So the Westerlands infantry looks very different from the Vale looks very different from the North looks very different from Dawn. And even houses, like even each house looks kind of unique. More of the infantry going berserk. I'm surprised they haven't tried to smash down this gate at all. Because they have so much infantry just sitting off in the wings, waiting to be thrown into battle. It seems like this entire fight, though, is going to be heavily focused around this gatehouse. As more and more infantry do get committed. House Hightower, who I think have the most men in this battle, are committing their heavy knights now to try and cease this advancement from the undead with archer fire and infantry and anything else they have at their disposal. Also, it seems like Richard Carstock, so we can actually see if he did die. Seems like he did. Did Rob die? No, Ramsay Bolton's still alive, and I think Rob is also still chilling. Because I think Rob's the actual. No, Rob isn't. Who's actually the actual general then? I'm kind of curious who the actual general is for the North then. Oh, he's all the way back here. Oh, we have Eddard Stark. So Eddard Stark is still alive as well. You can see him right there. Looking very awesome with his model. Here we go. Ramsay Bolton's going to be going in for a ferocious charge now. Pretty deep into the enemy ranks. More cavalry coming around the side. As the enemy forces do descend in, they're going to be looking to just try and cut off these straggling units. Richard Carstock as well with another wonderful charge right there off into the undead general. Their general unit's doing good. I mean, they took a lot of casualties in that charge, a lot of casualties. But the problem is the undead don't suffer any attrition. They can't rout. So it doesn't matter if their morale goes low. They literally won't rout. They'll fight to the death. That is one of the strengths of the undead, is their morale is just infinite. And this cavalry does seem like it's struggling a bit more infantry being brought out as well. Oh. So yeah, the undead general going down doesn't really matter, because the Night King is still controlling this army somewhere else. There we go, House Umber there. This is what we're talking about, a real big engagement going off now. The undead throwing their ranks against House Umber and Hightower. Banter power-wise, we can see again, it's still in favour, but the numbers have definitely cut down. You know, there's not really many numbers left in it, but I think a lot of the pikemen are also very, very short for the defenders. And yeah, they've actually got a big breach point back here. I mean, look at the bodies there as well. But yeah, there's a big breach point up here. We do have House Manderley and House Karstark ready to receive them here. House Manderley looking amazing. Love House Manderley. But yeah, these undead, I don't know if these undead are going to rather go over and try and take out and, you know, help out over here. We really honestly need this infantry to be committed back over here. The cavalry took a bit of a pounding this time. Yeah, Richard Karstark's unit is basically completely gone. I imagine Rob might have gone down. Yeah, it looks like Rob has been slain on the battlefield. And is Ramsay still alive? Ramsay, I think, has also been slain as well. Can't see him in the front lines. So yeah, Rob and Ramsay and Richard Karstark all being killed in that endeavour to take out the undead general. This formation is looking extremely messy. If the undead want to push through there, they definitely can. This is going to be their main focal point, though. House Hightower have done a great job at breaking around the side, though, and really coming off into like the side of the undead, which is going to be very effective. But the lighting on this map is horrible. It really is. Trying to find good shots, but it's either like way too dark or way too bright. I doubt this will help either. No, that doesn't really help. No, that makes it disgusting. You guys can't see that, but I just wanted to see if my filter would help. It really, really doesn't. More undead coming down here. And this is actually a great move here by the undead, right? Because if they can attack this position right now, a lot of the western lords have gone ahead, and southern lords have formed up their armies around here. And, you know, it's going to leave gaps in the battle line where they can start exploiting it, you know. If they can secure this gate with these two units, that's going to be huge. This entire undead force of, like, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 undead can just now just fly in through here. And I think we can see that the defenders are starting to see that, advancing more infantry quickly to the front gate as fast as they can. Oh, this is very interesting as well. So these pikemen have turned around to try and aid the defense of the gate, but that does leave them extremely vulnerable to any assaults coming in from that side. So if I was the undead player right now, I'd see this and quickly try and assault them from the back and slaughter these pikemen. But the Western Lords have done a great job at containing this area. They really, really have. Southern Lords, I don't know why I keep on calling them Western Lords. I'm playing too much 12-12. I just call them the Kingdoms of Westeros. And if you guys have any cool ideas for battles to do on Seven Kingdoms, let me know in the description down below. If you have any ideas, any certain houses you want to see fight, any famous battles you want to be recreated. I would love to do a Targaryen force going up against, you know, maybe a Baratheon army. Be kind of cool. Even though, unfortunately, I think all the Targaryens are they're not from the War of the Usurper. Such a cool kill animation. So they're all like unsullied, all the Targaryen men from Daenerys. Pikemen continue to come in. I tell you what would be a really cool battle is having, you know, like 2 full stacks of undead going up against, so an 80 stack of undead going up against 2 20 stacks of unsullied and Targaryen men, and also Northmen as well. You know, like the last stand of Westeros. Or even like if there's a cool, if my Discord can find a cool custom map, or maybe even a cool map that maybe in the north of Scotland or something. It'd be really, really cool to have, you know, the Siege of Winterfell. Because I imagine that's going to be one of the key points of the new series. You know, that's going to be probably the last stand. God, I really hope Season 8 is good. I hope so much. I hope they don't just overdo it in the sense of like, oh, this is the last season, so we have to kill a lot of people for no reason. Like, I hope there's just not a load of pointless deaths for the sake of people dying. Because, you know, in the books and in the TV series, in the early seasons, people died for a reason, right? There was always reasons for why people died, and that's what made it so good. It's because you could really empathize with the characters, and you understood, you know, they delved too deep, they were too greedy, they'd been outmaneuvered politically. So I hope there's just not like loads of your favorite characters dying because, oh, it's Game of Thrones and everyone dies in Game of Thrones. If you get what I'm saying. Like, I think that would just ruin the series for me. I'm sure it's going to look amazing, though, regardless of the contents of the script. I'm sure it's going to look amazing. And I also wonder how similar it's going to be to George R.R. Martin's vision of how he wants to end the books. Not that that's probably ever going to happen, but I wonder, because obviously I'm assuming he's had a lot of influence on the series and how it's ending. So I think it'd be very interesting to see, you know, if it's going to be, you know, he wants to end it like that, or he's going to end it differently, or... Be very, very interesting. So it seems like the Undead have now thrown in their last couple lines of infantry. I mean, the balance of power has shifted back, and it seems like the Southern Lords of Westeros still have plenty of men left. So it seems like they're going to win this, but at what cost? At what cost are they going to be able to withstand the assaults? Because the more infantry that come in, the harder it's going to be. Yeah, the pikemen of Hightower have done a great job, for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this battle should have been played on Siege Escalation 1 or 2. Because the Undead using siege towers looks kind of dumb, right? So I think if you play on Siege Escalation 2, there's already loads of breaches in the wall, and the city's on fire and stuff. And I also think the Undead need some more men than what they got given.
Enemy forces have destroyed an entire unit.
But, you know, the more battles that are played on this mob, the stronger they're going to get at balancing these engagements. And I still think this one, you know, I don't think the Undead really had that much of a chance, but it was still a very, very cool battle. I mean, there's still 11 minutes left of this engagement as well, so who knows how this battle will end as well. Yeah, maybe they will. I mean, the Westeros Lords are looking very, very weak on this front line. You can even see some of the men starting to rout. That's one of the strengths, I guess, of the Undead, right, is they don't rout. Whereas the men of Westeros, if they see some ferocious Undead charging towards them, you know, they're going to be, you know, scared, and they're going to fall back. Especially if any of the named heroes go down as well. That's going to cause a pretty big morale debuff as well. Oh god, look at that, just Undead army waiting to be pushed forward and told to go into combat. And the nice thing is, you know, you can even play this against the AI as well, because the AI does act like a Undead army, that's for sure. Oh wow, some cavalry coming in as well. Yeah, we actually have the Bolton cavalry coming in. Surprised Ramsay's not trying to kill his own men. The Bolton heavy horse coming in as well is going to be pretty goddamn big. The camera's shaking. A fierce amount of cavalry. Stark and Bolton fighting together once more. Because, you know, like, I'm sure obviously House Bolton, you know, the men that survived, the men that were garrisoning the Dreadfort and stuff, obviously would have bent the knee. So there would have definitely have been Bolton men still left remaining. But yeah, it's just such a horrible lighting in this battle, right? There's just so much colour and, like, light. It's just so bright, but it's also so dark at the same time, man. The rest of the cavalry coming in. The Undead are still flying forward, and they're also fighting some Stark men here as well. How many of the men of Westeros have died? So, oh my god, yeah, look at that. The Southern Lords of Westeros have under 2,000 men left, so realistically, they don't have much left either. Oh, we're even getting some men of Umber. Yeah, we're getting House Umber on this wall as well. They're being thrown up to try and, I guess, slow up this Undead invasion. They don't want any more Undead really making their way forward. The cavalry's going to be fall back once more. Is Eddard Stark? Eddard Stark is not being committed. I guess there's not really a lot left back here. And I think this battle, I think the Undead are going to break through this outer layer and actually push on the inner thing. So maybe I need to eat my words. I think the fact that the North still have cavalry left, though, is going to spell the end for the Undead. However, I definitely should not have underestimated them this much, because they're killing machines. They are definitely doing a lot of damage.
Enemy forces have destroyed an entire unit.
And I think the routing is going to be kind of a big deal. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of units routing. Now, the Undead literally do not rout. You can see this unit has 4 left. This unit has 4 left. This one has 35. This one has 6. And again, 9. You know, the Undead, every single unit they have will fight. And the North are even having to reform up here. I don't know what they're up to. The Guardsmen just defending this stairway with everything they've got. And I think that's everything the Undead have now have been committed to this fight. Yeah, everything they have been thrown into this battle. What the hell? Why is that taking so long to render out here? That's weird.
Some of the men have gone berserk.
It would have been so awesome if this mod kept on going as well. It could have been so amazing. Like, I mean, it already is amazing. It's basically got everything you could ever want in this mod. You know, you've got all the houses of Westeros. I believe you even have some of the companies of Essos as well. You have the Dothraki. Like, you have so many characters as well. But if the mod had kept on working on it, we probably could have had, like, giants and who knows what else he would have made, because he was extreme. Like, he is an amazing modeler, so he could have just made some spectacular things. And if only the Tiller mod tools were better, he probably would have stuck around and created some. But because they sucked so much, I think he just got frustrated and was like, yeah, it's just not worth my time anymore. But I mean, what he has created is absolutely amazing. The Bolton Spearmen seem like they're going to be able to stand this off. Up on the wall, though, they've managed to get some more men off. These towers are just ridiculous. So, oh, that's going to be interesting. We're going to get some undead actually charging into the back of these northern swordsmen. I imagine, though, they're going to be committed elsewhere, though, to prevent that from happening. Yeah, you can see them turning around, and they're probably going to be committed out here just to quickly finish off the whites. Charging in there. And we even have a couple men of House Umber over here as well, making their way forward. It's just brave 13 men. 13 good men. Gonna charge in for honor and glory. Oh my god, imagine being one of these soldiers. And then you just see all of that coming towards you. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die. You're taking down a few whites beforehand, but every white you kill, and when you die, you're just gonna become one. Yep, there's like one man left. One man left. I'm surprised that he isn't routed yet, actually. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, I think actually this entire side is going to go down, right? I don't know, though. Maybe they won't. Maybe we'll be able to kill all of this. But I mean, there's hardly any of them left. So I assume what's going to happen is they're going to fall back to the inner position and really go on. I mean, honestly, they don't need to. It's kind of made this battle a little bit longer than it needs to be, just solely because the battle is clearly won by the Southern Lords. So there's no need for them to retreat back to the inner wall when they could easily just advance forward and kill all of this. Ramsay Bolton coming in, though, for another charge. I say Ramsay Bolton. Obviously, Ramsay Bolton is no more. He is soon to be a white himself. Yeah, so actually, we do get, I think Robb Stark has also got in right now. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, like, these guys should just all make their way to the city, to the gatehouse and to the wall to really defend it. But maybe they don't even need to. I think maybe Robb Stark's unit is going to be strong enough to again repel them. Having heavy horse is going to be like the savior of Westeros. But the problem is, I imagine in the TV show, they're going to hold up in their castles. Which again makes sense when they have a dragon. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. I'm really intrigued of how they're going to finish Season 8. I don't want to spoil anything either from the theories that people assume with like Lightbringer and how to forge Lightbringer. I don't want to spoil anything like that. Taking down the last couple where, yeah, the Cavalry is going to win this battle for sure. I don't really see them doing much else. I mean, Eddard Stark should stop being such a wimp and come out here. We also have Bellar Hightower as well. I love his sheet right there. The Reach men do look really nice, all the Reach Lords. Yeah, the Cavalry is just slowly cutting its way in with the help of the Guardsmen as well. The Undead don't stand a chance whatsoever. So go out. Let's just triple speed it, and I'll cut ahead to when the battle does finish up, because I don't think there's really much more to see. It seems like the Lords of Westeros, have held this fortress kind of convincingly. I feel like what this battle needed was more whites, and we needed siege escalation Also, I don't think this town is very northern as well. This city is very northern. But yeah, I still really appreciate the replay, guys. Thank you so much for sending it my way. It's absolutely awesome. And if you guys want to see more Seven Kingdoms, you know, more battles, more interesting sieges, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to, you know, ask these guys to play more. And I'm sure they'd be happy to play more if that's what you guys want. I mean, there's no point cutting this now because there's only, you know, 30 seconds left. The last couple undead marching up. And the cool thing is as well, we can even do battles with like the Lannisters teaming up with the Whites as well, which I think would be kind of funny. You know, that's how mad with power Cersei is that she's gonna somehow make a deal with a Night King, even though the Night King wouldn't want to deal with her. But you know what I mean? Like, that's how corrupt she is. A valiant defeat for the Undead. GG. Now let's look at the kills. I mean, like kill-wise, the Whites did extremely well. Normally, you expect these Whites to do nothing. Normally, you expect these guys just to fade away and die. However, this time, they did actually a really nice job. You know, 126 kills. He got 64 here, 125 there. They did actually very, very impressive. I mean, they killed a ton of enemy forces. Even though there was battles that many to begin with. But, you know, cost-wise, it was probably very similar. I think just overall to balance this, we just needed more. But I really appreciate the replay, guys. Send more of these in. I would love to, you know, cast more if that's what you guys want to see. Maybe less pikemen though next time. You know, holy crap! How many pikes did you need? Yeah, a lot less pikemen. Always put a limit of like 2 pikes on these battles because that's just ridiculous in a siege to have that many pikes. It really is. So yeah, overall kill wise, yeah, loads of kills on these guys. And also Ramsay Bolton almost 400 kills. Rob getting 344, and Richard Karstark as well 218. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.